Okay, so I'm Ethiopian, and this past weekend, 700 Ethiopians were killed in a stampede caused by the Ethiopian government while they were protesting human rights abuses. I know that the Obama administration and Hillary Clinton have been very supportive of this current regime. Would you continue to give aid to countries like Ethiopia, and how would your foreign policy look different regarding issues like this?
So, my condolences on this really tragic event.
Hmm.
And, the right to protest and First Amendment rights are absolutely critical. And the fact that the Ethiopian government was, terrorizing people who were, asserting their basic rights of
Hmm.
democracy is a very terrible thing. So, a Stein administration, a Green administration, would have a very different foreign policy. A foreign policy not based on economic domination, which the Democrats and the Republicans, are in full support of economic domination throughout Africa and military domination. They're in the process of building a huge drone air base. They have AFRICOM, which is basically a military control in Africa. So we think that Africa, Ethiopia, and all countries really deserve support for human rights, for international law, for economic development, and for basic issues of democracy. So we would have a very different foreign policy going forward, where we would say to our allies, you need to get with the program of respecting international law and human rights. And if you don't, then you do not expect to receive support or weapons from our administration going forward. And that applies, not only to countries in Africa, but to the government of Israel, to Saudi Arabia, to Egypt, to Bahrain, to so many countries where the U.S. has been really on the wrong side of human rights and international law.
Okay, thank you so much. And
Thank
then
you.
our next question is, what is the most important thing high school students can do right now for your campaign if they are too young to vote?
Well, you have families, you have
Yeah.
parents who vote, you may have siblings and friends. So, what really counts here is the future for our younger generation. And that future is being wiped out right now. The skyrocketing costs of college, student debt that an entire generation is saddled with, the lack of jobs, and the climate, which is crashing on your heads especially, and these wars that know no end, that are bankrupting our budget and making us less secure, not more secure. So we need a very different way forward, and it's young people, this generation of millennials, who are really in the crosshairs right now. So I think stand up for the future you deserve. Don't let them intimidate you. Don't let them, meaning this political establishment that's telling you to be good little boys and girls and vote for more of what is throwing you under the bus. It's time for us to stand up and use the power that we have. Just the number of people in student debt alone, that's 43 million. That is enough to win the election right there. So we can stand up proud and strong, knowing that, in fact, we have the numbers and we have the vision that we need to be leading the way.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Great talking
It
with
was
you.
nice talking to you too.
Likewise. Thanks so much.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming
Of
out.
course.
Great question.
Could we get
Yeah.
a selfie with you